Welcome to a municipal fire training center in a medium-sized city in the northeastern part of the United States. Notice the fence. Notice the barbed wire across the top of the fence. What is different about this scenario than an international border, southern border, controversial border, a border that is monitored by state-of-the-art technology, resources? How is it possible that hordes of Haitian refugees made it from the small, impoverished nation of Haiti across a sea to Mexico, walked up through Mexico to a portion of the United States border, and were able to cross that border without even getting their waist wet? How is it possible that thousands of these people could come in a concerted, organized method, in a way? How is that possible? Is it possible? Are we to believe that? Maybe we should believe that as much as we believe the image that we're shown, the thumbnail image that you saw before you clicked this video. Maybe we should believe that image of a white Border Patrol agent in a cowboy hat with his reins in hand, appearing to whip a poor black Haitian refugee. Are we to believe this? Are we to believe that that is how our Border Patrol, the white members of our Border Patrol, treat poor, hungry, starving black Haitian refugees? Well, the media wants you to believe that. In fact, the international media wants you to believe that. You're being fed a nice diet of BS all day, every day at this point. Your country, having lost it, that fact is being rubbed in your face every day. And the people who are allegedly doing their job to protect your country are villainized in an image. I don't think the image was doctored. I think it was captured in the act. It's very convenient, and it changes the news cycle a little bit. We don't have to talk about old Trader Joe losing a 20-year war, or the hordes of refugees that will be coming as a result of that. We don't have to talk about the thousands of American lives that were lost, the trillions of dollars of treasure that was lost. We don't have to talk about any of that. We don't have to talk about the complete lack of any kind of health policy in this country. We don't have to talk about the fact that most health ministers, not only in this country at the federal and state level, but even looking at the news on the international level, are fat slobs. And they're telling us how to navigate a infection whose numbers are dubious at best. You're being reminded every day what you've lost. However, when I look at that picture, one thing that I see is some hope. There is some hope. And I see a person employed to protect a border doing what needs to get done to protect that border by chasing people down, in this case on a horse. I don't believe that he was whipping the guy at all. I don't believe it. I don't see it, and I'm just not going to pretend in any way, shape, or form that that story has legitimacy. Because if you're being told something by the entity that is known to lie, you know that you're being lied to. You know it. So why even begin to entertain it as truth? In fact, It's a perfect reverse barometer. So as I look at this little training center here with its fence and barbed wire, and not even a guard, as a matter of fact. Yes, granted, the training center is not a high-value target, and that is just the point. A high-value target, the United States of America, so-called, needs to change according to the rulers, the oligarchy, the cabal, whatever term you want to use. My sense is that somehow people are wising up to it, and they are fighting back in their own small ways. It may be doing your job on a horse to keep just a few less people from invading your country. It may be you as a medical practitioner leaving and not participating in a healthcare system that is completely corrupt. It may be you as a law enforcement officer or military member that recognizes that your charter of protecting American citizens is being taken away. Whatever occupation you're in, if you're recognizing that you're being spoon-fed mouths full of feces every day and you're choosing to leave, bravo to you. The other day, I had the occasion to go to my doctor for my annual physical, and I had to go get a blood test after. She wanted to check my levels, so I went to the lab next door. And the phlebotomist, the woman who takes the blood, who I've gotten to know, she's awesome. She said to me that she is leaving the medical field. She's just tired of all the BS. And I asked her, what is she going to do? And she's actually in training to become a pilot, believe it or not. Now, I don't know if there's any great relief in being a pilot, but it seems to me that there's maybe a little bit less hassle in terms of the daily challenges that one might have there. Anyway, that's for her to sort out. What is notable is that good people are leaving and not participating. And when the society grounds to a halt because good people have decided I'm not participating, then we will start to see that the people are in control. When alternative societies are formed, we will see that the people are in control. When we grow our own food, or we support our neighbors with food that we've grown, or that has been grown for us, we will see who is in control. The issue is waking up out of the idea that the system that we have created to this moment has value. It doesn't. It's been broken for a long time. We're now starting to see the cracks. We're starting to see the manipulation. And on that count, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to see these things occurring, because with every tragedy that occurs, more people recognize the false assumptions that we've been spoon-feeding ourselves all these long years. I think there's some hope. As I always say, there are some difficult challenges ahead, but with every event, every ridiculous newscast, every ridiculous story, every exercise in social control and engineering, more people are recognizing. And I'm encouraging people to exit the system, form freedom cells, exit supporting the monster. The monster requires your participation, and if you don't show up, you don't show up. The best way to win a fight is to not get in the fight in the first place. I've said that 1,000 times to my kids. Avoid the fight if you can. If you must get engaged in, if it seems that you're going to be forced into a fight, run away. Run as hard as you can. And if the person catches up with you, then you fight. And you fight hard. And you keep that person down until the threat is gone. Whether that's you in the schoolyard or you in society, the principles still apply. Be peaceful for as long as you can. Run for as long as you can. And one day, inevitably, if it comes to it, you may need to fight. But hopefully that's a long way off. Something to think about. I hope that you're keeping your plans to modify your life in positive ways to connect with your neighbors. It's occurring. I hope you're doing it. I hope you're not just sitting back and listening to a presentation, but you're actually putting things in place to take care of your needs. Remember, the best thing, in fact, one of the best things you can do is to simply unplug from the propaganda machine. Yes, it's probably valuable to check in every once in a while, certainly with trusted resources. But at the end of the day, get busy doing what you need to do so that you can exit and not participate in the garbage. I hope that you stay free, my friends. I look forward to getting together with you on the other side of this one day in the future. Until then, stay free, stay focused, stay active.